What is up guys, so we're going to be doing our test hands for DDDs here today. From last time I did add back in the Monster Reborn, so we have our full 40 card deck here, and yeah, all we got to do is shuffle this up and we're all ready to go. Okay, so opening 5 cards is actually not too bad at all. We'll go under the assumption that the opponent can't actually do anything. They might, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, let's see. So we'll just activate the Dark Contra of the Gates, assume they don't have the Ash, obviously. We'll go for a Swell Slime, very important card indeed. At this particular point, you have a few quite interesting options. I'm actually going to go for Swell and Lamia into our Genghis. So we'll take out Genghis right here. And yeah, so this is what we have right now. So these two are in the grave. We could banish the Swell Slime. And of course we'll special summon out Copernicus from the hand. And from there, so we'll just keep these two here. And this Dispel Trap Zone. And then we'll use Genghis itself to bring back the Lamia. So apologies for this. I'm actually going to be using a field center in some way. Yeah, we'll use this as the field center, so we'll put that there. So this in the middle column. Genghis will revive the Lamia, and of course Copernicus will send whatever you want. So in this particular case, you got Necro Slime as your safe choice, or you could go for the Vice Typhon as well. The Vice Typhon is definitely quite nice, so maybe I might go for it. Yes, I'll go for the Vice Typhon. So yeah, we'll take that and we'll remove it there. Then we'll take the Copernicus itself as well as the Genghis, and together we'll link them away. So Copernicus will go over to the extra deck now, and of course we could link summon to go for our link 2. So in this particular case, you could go for the Master King, because you technically do have 2 Fiend monsters, Copernicus and this. So yep, we'll go for the Master King Archfiend. What else do you have here? So you have these two over here, which is not too bad. We could take these two and then we'll banish them, and that will allow us to go for our fusion summon of the big Genghis. And from here, we haven't done our normal summons, so we could actually go for more here. So just have this. We have these 2 cards, so in this particular scenario, I kind of wanted to go for something else. We'll save the Copernicus, but I'll summon off the second Lamia, and then I'll link these 2. Luckily, they both just go to the graveyard. In which case we could bring out the Lanfarincus, and we'll take the Lanfarincus and the Master King Archfiend. Both were from the extra deck, so that will allow us to go for Abramax. Put it right here. So I think that is our first move. Not too bad at all, because we still have quite a few plays to obviously bring out Lamia herself. And at the same time, we also have the Copernicus just in case we wanted to do a few more extra things. So I definitely like this indeed. Avramax must be attacked first, and this card also negates if you're going for an attack. But let's hypothetically also play this out and try to do as much as we can. So let's send this to the graveyard, and we'll special summon out Lamia. And of course with that, Genghis will also special summon this Lamia back again. And yeah, in this particular situation, it kind of gives you that so-called option to go for further link plays if you wanted to. So that's just a hypothetical if you actually want to play more links, or you could even play a rank 1 as well. But in this particular case, you still got the resources there, you still got the gate for next turn, and you still have a Copernicus for next turn as well, possibly sending off your Necro Slime. So very nice options there, but let's go test this again. Okay, so this is definitely a very interesting hand. Obviously we know exactly what we're searching for, Swell Slime. So let's go for it. Where are you? Over here, Swell Slime. Just leave this here, of course, just in case. And from here, we got quite a lot of plays. So firstly, we could take Swell Slime, and I'm going to take Vice Typhon. Yep, I think that's a good move there, and we'll link, we'll obviously go for the Genghis. Just got to use a field center, so just grab one of our spare cards, probably use this as our spare. use that as a field center, so we go for this side. From here we actually have a few options to go for a few other things. What I would like to go for is, oh, that's interesting, we actually got the Vice Typhon right in the grave, but yeah, why not? We'll normal summon out the Puppet Master, tributing the Genghis, and he will pay 2,000, allowing you to special summon back the Genghis as well as the Vice Typhon. In this particular scenario, I do want you to be very, very careful as to what you're actually planning to do in this case, because you actually have to choose the zones carefully. So I'm actually going to put Puppet Master at the very far here, and then we'll put we'll put the Genghis right here at the very far, Puppet Master there, and we'll put Vice Typhon right here. I think placements are definitely very important for this particular situation. But from there we can obviously take, let's see, we'll take Swole Slime. No, we won't take Swole Slime, we'll just normal summon out the Copernicus, allowing us to ditch our card. Let's see, where are you? Ditch off Lamia. And then from there what we'll do is we'll take the Typhon, and we'll take the Puppet Master, and this will allow us to go for our Master King as our two Fiend monsters, of course. Let's see, from there Genghis can't activate its effect just yet. That being said, we still have the Swole Slime, so we'll banish that, allowing us to go for our Necro Slime. Sorry, bring this right here. Genghis will bring back the Lamia, so we'll put Lamia right here, and from there we could take Copernicus and Necro Slime and link them away. So this will go to the extra deck, of course, and this will allow us to go for Lanfarincus, and we could take Lanfarincus and the Master King Archfiend. Actually, we'll come back to that later. What we'll do is we'll take Genghis and we'll take Lamia, and we'll just synchro summon them, allowing us to go for a level 7. So we'll actually go for our Gus King Alexander right here. Whoops. Take Vice Typhon. No, actually we filled up on spaces, so obviously we'll link these two away, allowing us to go for Avramax. 2 free zones now, so that will allow us to actually go for our Vice Typhon. So we'll take Vice Typhon, and we'll take the Flame King Genghis, going for this, and he'll just bring out your Lamia or your Necro Slime to go for more. Alright, so apologies for the abrupt cut from the previous test hand, got a bit interrupted there, but we're just going to move on and do another test hand, just one more for going first, simply because the purpose of this deck is to go second. So as a result, I think we're just going to do 2 test hands going first, and then the rest will be going second. Okay, so like I said, I don't want to see the Inferno Reckless summon for going first. It's a better card for going second. So at this particular point, we really don't have a great start. We only have these 2 to go with, allowing us to go for the Genghis. And from there, we could just tribute off the Genghis, allowing us to go for Puppet Master. But of course, Puppet Master will only bring back these 2 at the very most. You could also bring back this instead, and then Ragnarok will just trigger off to bring back Genghis. That would be technically a better move. So in this particular scenario, what we could do is we could take the Puppet Master and the Swole Slime, and this will pretty much allow us to go for our Master King Archfiend. But that is pretty much the best of the plays I could actually make with this particular hand, simply because, like I said, we're not going second, so Inferno Reckless Summon really isn't utilized to the highest degree. In fact, right now, I'm just going to go for another first test hand, and just to show you how this deck definitely prefers to go second. So quickly shuffle it up. Okay, so as you can see, the same case applies. We got another Inferno Reckless Summon. The purpose of this card is for us to actually go second, and we're playing 3 copies of it. So as you can see, we drew into this twice in a row. So as a result, I am definitely not particularly happy going first with this particular build. It's more so a second turn build, but let's just play it out and see what happens. So a Law of Darkness, allowing us to go into 2 cards. At this particular, wow, actually that's not bad. That is not a bad hand at all. I mean, if we could keep all 4 of these, we can make pretty broken plays. but sadly we have to get rid of one of them, and I don't want to get rid of Puppet Master. I mean, oh my god. We could get rid of just the Lamia. Yeah, we'll get rid of Lamia, but that's a really good hand if we add all the cards. We could activate the second one, but it could be a bit risky as well. But in this case, I don't seem to have too much of a choice here. I really want to activate it, but I think I'm not too desperate at the moment. Because at this point we have Swirl Slime and Copernicus, right? So we just fuse them to go for Genghis, tribute off the Genghis to normal summon the Puppet Master. Puppet Master will bring back Genghis and the Copernicus. Copernicus will allow us to send something to the graveyard. We have the choice to send Necro Slime, or we even have the choice to send our Lamia to the grave as well, which will definitely offer up a bit of different plays to go with. So okay, so at this particular point, we can't really do too much, but what we could do is we could just take these two and go for the Master King Archfiend. Obviously that's not going to suffice at the moment, and this is all we have in the graveyard. Well, this will go to extra deck. So we might actually have to activate the Law of Darkness. So 1, 2, we can just banish off this. Let's see, we will activate this, allowing us to go for something else. So in this case, we already did our summon, so we could send Vice Typhon technically. So yeah, I might actually do that. I'll send Vice Typhon. I'll add Vice Typhon to the hand, and we could send Vice Typhon to the graveyard, allowing us to special summon out our Lamia. Genghis will then special summon out our Vice Typhon, and then we could take Vice Typhon and the Lamia and synchro summon them. Lamia gets banished, and in this particular case we can go for an 8, in which case I have a Siegfried. Yeah, so I guess that's okay. Now alternatively, here's another play you could actually do. Instead of going for the Siegfried, what you could do instead is you could take, so let's actually reverse that just a bit. So what you could do is you could take Master King Archfiend and you could take Genghis, and you could link these two away, allowing us to go for Zephyr Metaltron or Deco Talker, and then we synchro summon these two to allow us to go for Savage Dragon, and then Savage Dragon will then equip the Master King Archfiend. So that could be another option you actually could do. But yeah, that is a first turn play, not too bad, but like I said, the deck focuses on going second, so that's what we're going to do now.